Ever wonder why your granddad swore by that little gray tractor with the funny accent? British engineering didn't just give us the Beatles and fish and chips. They revolutionized American farming with tractors that could outwork, outlast, and outthink anything on wheels. Today, we're diving into 10 legendary British machines that conquered American fields and changed farming forever. From the revolutionary three-point hitch to tractors that could hit highway speeds, these British workhorses proved that sometimes the best ideas come from across the pond. Number 10. Ferguson TE20. The Little Gray Fergie. The Ferguson TE20, affectionately known as the Little Gray Fergie, was the brainchild of Harry Ferguson, an Irish inventor who revolutionized farming with his three-point linkage system. Introduced in 1946, this compact powerhouse produced just 20 horsepower but could outperform tractors twice its size thanks to Ferguson's hydraulic system. What made the TE20 special wasn't raw power, it was intelligence. Ferguson's system made the tractor and implement work as one unit, automatically adjusting depth and maintaining consistent performance. This meant a farmer could plow a field with unprecedented precision without constantly fiddling with controls. Over 517,651 units rolled out of the Coventry factory by 1956, with about 66% being exported worldwide. The cultural impact? Massive. It was the first tractor affordable to the average farmer and small enough to replace draft horses. American farmers who'd been skeptical of complicated machinery found the TE20 refreshingly simple and reliable. The tractor even made history beyond farming. Sir Edmund Hillary drove TE20 SS to the South Pole in 1958, becoming the first vehicles to reach that destination. By 1942, the Ford-Ferguson partnership, before their famous split, had captured 20% of the American tractor market. Even after Ferguson and Ford parted ways, American farmers kept buying these gray workhorses. The TE20's influence extended far beyond its production run. Ferguson's three-point hitch system became the universal standard, eventually being adopted by nearly every tractor manufacturer worldwide. The Ferguson system was so revolutionary that Ferguson set up training schools at Stoneleigh Abbey to teach dealers, salesmen, and farmers how to maximize the tractor's potential. Today, you'll still find TE20s puttering around small farms, testament to British engineering that just won't quit. They're not just tractors. They're family members that taught America what a compact tractor could really do. Number 9. Massey Ferguson 135. The Massey Ferguson 135 represents the perfect evolution of British tractor design meeting American farming needs. Launched in 1964 and produced until 1975, the MF 135 became what many consider the world's most popular second-hand tractor. This wasn't marketing fluff, it was earned through decades of reliable service on farms from Maine to Montana. Available in both diesel and gas versions, the 135 featured a dependable design that made it easy to repair with common shop tools. The diesel version packed a Perkins-add 3.152 engine producing 45.5 horsepower, while gas versions offered comparable performance. With this power output, it hit the sweet spot between the smaller TE20 and larger farm tractors, making it perfect for American family farms that needed versatility over raw power. What really sold American farmers on the 135 was its simplicity. No complicated electronics, no finicky hydraulics, just solid engineering that worked. The tractor's design allowed farmers to handle everything from hay operations to loader work, cultivating to mowing. Parts were readily available, and any mechanic worth his wrench could work on one blindfolded. The 135's uncomplicated design made it particularly popular with farmers who valued reliability over complexity. Production took place in Detroit, Michigan for the American market and Coventry, England for European markets. The tractor featured multiple transmission options, including 6-speed, 8-speed, and even a 12-speed partial power shift for those wanting more versatility. The three-point hitch could lift 2,840 pounds, impressive for its size class. Even today, these red workhorses command respect at farm auctions. They became the tractor that taught a generation of American farm kids how to drive, how to work, and how to appreciate machinery that earned its keep. When farmers say they don't make them like they used to, they're often thinking of the MF 135 a British export that became as American as apple pie. If a tractor with a British accent just taught you something, give this video a like and subscribe before it drives off on the wrong side of the road. Number 8, David Brown 990. David Brown tractors emerged from a company that had been making gears since 1860, bringing precision engineering to agricultural machinery. The 990 model, introduced in 1965, represented British manufacturing at its finest, combining innovative features with bomb-proof reliability that American farmers came to respect. The David Brown 990 featured the company's Select-O-Matic hydraulic system and represented a major leap forward in tractor technology. With 52 horsepower at the engine and 48.5 horsepower at the PTO, according to Nebraska tractor tests, it competed directly with American favorites, but offered something different: British attention to detail and build quality that meant these tractors just kept running. After a partnership with Harry Ferguson to build the Ferguson Brown tractor in 1936, David Brown went solo, developing their own line of innovative machines. The 990 became particularly popular with American farmers who appreciated its smooth-running engine, excellent hydraulics, and ability to handle both field work and loader duties with equal competence. By 1965, David Brown introduced their distinctive white and brown livery, making these tractors instantly recognizable in American fields. The 990 six-speed transmission offered versatility for different farming operations, while the diesel engine proved exceptionally fuel-efficient. The tractor's build quality was legendary. Many farmers reported running their 990S for decades with minimal major repairs. The company's sale to Tenneco, parent of Case, in 1972 brought David Brown engineering to even more American farms. Many farmers still swear by their old 990S, praising the transmission's smoothness and the hydraulic system's responsiveness. These tractors proved that British engineering could thrive in American conditions, earning a loyal following among farmers who value quality over quantity. The 990 remains sought after in the used market, testament to its lasting impact. Number 7. Nfield Universal. Born from Britain's post-World War II recovery efforts, the Nfield Universal emerged when the British government approached Morris Motors to design an all-British tractor. Named after Lord Nuffield, William Morris's peerage title, these tractors brought automotive manufacturing precision to agricultural machinery. Launched at the 1948 Smithfield Show, the Universal was initially reserved for British farms to boost food production, but by 1949, exports began reaching American shores. The diesel DM4 model featured a 38 GP Perkins P4 engine, later replaced by a 45 GP BMC diesel that gave these tractors their distinctive BMC diesel badge. Production continued with various model updates until 1969. What made Nfield special in American fields was their automotive heritage. These weren't just farm implements, they were engineered like the finest British cars, with attention to operator comfort and mechanical refinement that many American tractors lacked. The Nfield found particular favor through Long Manufacturing in North Carolina, who imported and rebadged them for American farmers seeking something different. The Nufield's robust design and easy-starting diesel engine made it popular for various farm tasks, from row crop work to general cultivation. The tractors featured wet cylinder liners, aluminum pistons, and a 5-bearing crankshaft, overbuilt specifications that ensured longevity. Many American farmers discovered Nuffields through agricultural colleges where British farming methods were taught, creating a dedicated following. The tractors offered excellent fuel economy and reliability, with parts commonality across the range, making maintenance straightforward. American farmers appreciated the tractor's build quality and the fact that it seemed over-engineered in all the right ways. Though production under the Nuffield name ended in 1969 when British Leyland took over, these tractors had already earned their place in American farming history, proving that British innovation could thrive in American soil. Number 6. International Harvester B275. While International Harvester was an American company, their B275 was thoroughly British, built at the former Jowett Car Factory in Bradford, England. Imported to the USA from 1958 to 1961,
This compact diesel delivered 38 horsepower and featured innovations American farmers hadn't seen before. The B275 came equipped with a differential lock and an 8-speed transmission, features not commonly found on American tractors of the era. At $2,755 in 1961, it offered exceptional value in the 30 GP diesel utility tractor class, delivering 33 GP at the PTO. This British import proved that sometimes the best international harvester for American small farms came from across the Atlantic. Designed as a higher specification alternative to the Fordson Dexter and Massey Ferguson 35, the B275 featured live hydraulics, automatic pickup hitch, and inboard disc brakes. American farmers who bought these tractors found them nimble, fuel-efficient, and surprisingly capable for their size. The British built BD 144 diesel engine, while sometimes temperamental in cold weather, rewarded proper maintenance with years of reliable service. Production totaled 52,432 units through 1968, with the design influencing later international models. The Bradford factory's experience with tracked vehicles and precision engineering showed in every B275 built. American dealers often struggled to explain why their international tractors said McCormick International, a British badging convention that differed from American practice. Despite this confusion, farmers who bought B275s rarely regretted it. The tractor's compact dimensions made it perfect for smaller American farms transitioning from horses to mechanization. These tractors represented a unique chapter in international harvester history. American branded, British built, and perfectly sized for the growing number of small American farms that needed affordable, efficient power. Today, surviving B275s are prized by collectors who appreciate their unique place in transatlantic tractor history. Number 5. Fordson Major and Dexter. The Fordson name carries weight in American farming, but post-war Fordsons were pure British engineering. The Fordson E27N Major, introduced in 1945, featured hydraulic lift capability and PTO as factory options, revolutionary for affordable tractors. When the new Major arrived in 1951, it converted more farmers to diesel power than any other tractor, earning Ford the top spot in sales. The Dexter, launched in 1957, was Ford's answer to the gray menace of Ferguson tractors flooding British and American farms. This nimble 32-horsepower diesel could handle everything from row crop work to loader duties, filling a crucial gap in Ford's lineup. In 1958 alone, over 22,000 Dexters were sold, with 5,000 shipped to the USA the following year. What made these British Fordsons special was their no-nonsense approach to farming. The Major's diesel engine was remarkably easy to start, a huge selling point for farmers tired of cranking temperamental engines in cold weather. The Dexter featured Ford's first genuinely useful draft control system, automatically adjusting implement height based on soil resistance. Sold in America as the Diesel 2000, the Dexter became a staple on farms worldwide. The Perkins P3-based engine in the Dexter proved so successful that it influenced competitors' designs for years. Production continued through various updates, including the Super Dexter and new performance models, until 1964. These tractors featured innovations like the Sims fuel injection pump, later upgraded to Minimec, and represented Ford's commitment to the small tractor market. The distinctive blue and orange livery, later blue and gray, made them instantly recognizable. These tractors proved that British Ford engineers understood farming just as well as their American counterparts. Today, vintage tractor enthusiasts prize these machines for their distinctive sound, reliable performance, and the role they played in modernizing small-scale American agriculture. Number 4. Ford Ferguson 9N. While the Ford Ferguson 9N was manufactured in America, it deserves mention because it brought revolutionary British innovation to American farms on a massive scale. Harry Ferguson's 3-point hitch system, developed and patented in Britain in 1926, transformed the 9N from just another tractor into a revolutionary farming tool that changed agriculture forever. The famous handshake agreement between Henry Ford and Harry Ferguson in 1938 brought Ferguson's British engineered system to Ford tractors. This technology made implements part of the tractor, not just attachments dragged behind. The hydraulic system sensed resistance and adjusted automatically, making one-man operation practical for the first time. Ferguson had spent over 20 years perfecting his system, which he called the Ferguson system, marketing it as a wholly new form of mechanized agriculture. By 1942, Ford Ferguson had captured 20% of the tractor market with over 100,000 units in the field. The 9N's success stemmed directly from Ferguson's British engineering. His system made small tractors capable of outworking much larger machines. American farmers who'd been skeptical of foreign ideas quickly became converts when they saw how much more efficient their operations became. The partnership ended bitterly in 1947 with lawsuits and a $9.25 million settlement to Ferguson, but his influence on American farming was permanent. Every modern tractor with three-point hitch owes its design to this British inventor. Ferguson's system is now employed by almost all tractor manufacturers worldwide, a testament to its revolutionary design. The automatic control Ferguson developed remains fundamentally unchanged today, proving that the best innovations transcend time and borders. The 9N proved that the best farming innovations could come from anywhere, even a small workshop in Northern Ireland where Harry Ferguson dreamed of making farming easier for everyone. Number 3. Marshall Field Marshall. Marshall Sons and Company had been building steam engines since 1849, but by 1930, they recognized the future lay in diesel power. The Field Marshall, named to honor British battlefield commanders after World War II, featured a massive single-cylinder two-stroke diesel engine of about 6 liters that produced its distinctive thump-thump sound. Starting these beasts required inserting smoldering paper containing saltpeter into the cylinder head, a ritual that became legendary among farmers. The massive flywheel and distinctive sound made Field Marshalls instantly recognizable from miles away. With around 40 horsepower, they competed with multi-cylinder tractors through sheer torque and unbreakable construction. The Field Marshall Series 2 alone saw over 7,000 units built between 1947 and 1949, with many finding their way to American farms seeking ultimate reliability. These tractors excelled at belt work, powering threshing machines and sawmills with their steady, unstoppable power. American farmers who bought Field Marshalls got machines that would outlive them, and probably their grandchildren too. Production continued through various models until the late 1950s, with each series bringing improvements while maintaining the basic single-cylinder design. The Field Marshall's 8-inch bore and 10-inch stroke created tremendous torque at low RPMs, perfect for heavy fieldwork. Despite costing 550 pounds 800, significant money in the 1940s-50s, contractors and larger farms justified the expense through the tractor's legendary reliability. The starting procedure, while unique, became second nature to operators who appreciated the engine's ability to run on almost any fuel oil. Marshall eventually merged with Fowler to produce tracked versions, expanding their reach in specialized applications. Today, Field Marshalls are prized by collectors who appreciate their unique character and the engineering philosophy that prioritized longevity over everything else. Their distinctive sound at vintage rallies draws crowds who understand these machines represent the pinnacle of British heavy-duty tractor engineering. Number 2. JCB FastTrack. JCB revolutionized tractor design in 1991 with the FastTrack, a machine that could work the fields and legally cruise highways at 65 kilometers per h, 40 miles per hour. Featuring full front and rear suspension, external disc brakes, and a chassis designed for stability, the FastTrack challenged everything farmers thought they knew about tractors. The centrally mounted cab and near 50/50ths weight distribution made these tractors incredibly stable and comfortable. American farmers initially skeptical of a sports car tractor quickly realized the benefits: less time traveling between fields, reduced operator fatigue, and the ability to use one machine for multiple operations. The external disc brakes offered stopping power that oil-immersed systems couldn't match. JCB's commitment to speed became legendary when they set the British tractor speed record at 103.6 miles per hour in 2019, later pushing it to over 135 miles per hour. While farmers didn't need that velocity, it demonstrated JCB's engineering prowess and commitment to pushing boundaries. With models ranging from smaller utility tractors to massive field machines, FastTracks found homes on progressive American farms where efficiency mattered. The unique suspension system not only provided comfort, but also maintained better ground contact, improving traction and reducing soil compaction. The latest models feature CVT transmissions, GPS-guided steering, and cab technology rivaling luxury cars. The 4000 series introduced four-wheel steering, offering maneuverability that traditional tractors couldn't match. JCB's focus on operator comfort included full-size passenger seats and air-suspended driver seats, recognizing that comfortable operators are productive operators. The FastTrack proved British engineers could still innovate, creating tractors that redefined what farmers expected from their equipment. These machines showed that tradition didn't mean stagnation. Sometimes the best way forward is at 40 miles per hour. Number 1. Massey Ferguson 35. The Massey Ferguson 35, launched in 1956, built on the Ferguson TE20's legacy while adding power and refinement that American farmers demanded. This wasn't just an upgraded gray Fergie, it was a completely new tractor that set standards competitors struggled to match. With its distinctive red and gray livery introduced in 1957, the MF35 packed either gas or diesel power options. The diesel version featured the bulletproof Perkins, a 3.152 engine producing 37.5 horsepower, while the later 35X model boosted output to 42.5 horsepower. The four-cylinder engine offered smooth, reliable power, perfect for the diverse needs of American small to medium farms. The transmission offered more gears than the TE20, giving farmers better speed matching for different tasks. What really set the 35 apart was its refined hydraulic system. Building on Ferguson's original design, the 35's hydraulics were more powerful and responsive, making loader work a breeze. The differential lock, live PTO, and improved ergonomics showed that British engineers listened to farmer feedback and delivered solutions. Production reached 388,382 units over its 8-year run, with many exported to America. The cultural impact was immediate. Ford's decision to launch the Dexter was largely driven by the threat posed by the gray menace of MF35S taking over the market. The tractor proved so successful that it continued being manufactured under license in India until 2002, and variants were still being built in India, Pakistan, and Turkey as recently as 2014. In 2015, AGCO even relaunched the MF35 in East Africa as the People's Tractor, recognizing its enduring appeal. American farmers voted with their wallets, making the 35 one of the best-selling tractors of its era. Today, restored MF35S command premium prices, testament to their enduring appeal and the revolution they brought to farming. They proved that British engineering excellence could capture American hearts and transform American agriculture. From Ferguson's revolutionary three-point hitch to JCB's highway speed innovations, British tractors didn't just visit American farms, they transformed them. These machines prove that great engineering knows no borders and that sometimes the best ideas come from unexpected places. Whether it's a field marshal thumping away in a barn or a restored gray Fergie at a tractor show, these British classics earned their place in American agricultural history through sheer excellence. If you enjoyed discovering these mechanical legends, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We've got plenty more agricultural history that'll make you appreciate every meal on your table. Until next time, keep those British classics running, and remember, good engineering never goes out of style.